And as I ripped it up, pulled the hardboard back up as well, lo and behold, the whole floor was completely and utterly butchered from the plumber before, and all the tongue and groove floorboards had been nailed back down, completely wrecked the floor. You wouldn't want to use that. Well, you wouldn't want to risk tiling on it, because as you walk through it's all squeaky. So ripped up majority of the floor, which you've probably had a look at so far. Gonna support with some extra joists, some extra timber, as you probably saw me cutting up. Reinforce that so these big sheets have got something to sit on. So this is the right type of 18mm ply to use. They don't have WPB because apparently it doesn't exist anymore. There's a class 2 something. So I bought that from Mid Sussex Timbers. Going to do screws every 200mm, along with joists as well, around the edges. Plenty of screws. Should be rock solid by the time I'm finished. But that's just another thing about, you don't know 100% until you rip it all up and you know what you're looking at. So that's why a lot of the time it's always best to rip everything out sometimes, start from fresh. Because I've had it before where you do half a rip out and you try and save some walls, or you save some lard and plaster just to save yourself mess, and in the long run it just makes the finished product look awful, you know. So yeah, that's why sometimes it takes longer to do your job. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, let's work out how to take all of this up at the same time, shall we, with one hand, because carrying a camera isn't easy. Right, oh, I'm have to use 2 hands for this. This, while I'm at it, this floor stuff, it's fantastic. Any minor spillages just gets wiped off, protects the carpet, and I've put it all underneath the white goods as well, a dust sheet just in case. Anyway, right. Oh, the reason why you got to save these little bits is because there's a little bit of gap down there. Obviously, I don't want to leave it like that; it just doesn't look very good. So, might cut a bit too much off, but as long as there's something there for movement on the pipe, just something to support the backer board before we tie around it. They're okay with a bit of backer board straight over. I don't know, I might cut them, I don't know yet. I'll have a look. Turn the rand off. Yeah, so I'm going to add some noggins across this where the ply would meet the joists, and then work out what to do with that skinny bit, because the reason why I faffed about with that bit is because I didn't bring my multi-tool. Otherwise it would have taken me 10 minutes. But never mind. So I've got a handsaw. I'll do the old fashioned way. Problem. I got a really long rip to cut, and I don't have my skill saw. So now I've got to cut all this little rip by hand. With a blunt saw now. Lovely. You know, all of this was happening because I thought I was only just going to tie it. That's the easy bit done. Oh, it's not good when you've got wrist problems, but gets it done. It's got to keep done. Now, time for noggins. Bloody good thing having a glass hot coffee on tap. Right. Let's get back into a time lapse. Oh dear. Spent all that time cutting that timber, and looks like I'm looked outside the house. Let's go around the back, see if we can get through that way. If not, I hope they're not too long. Crap. We have access. That means we can get on with our work. Hopefully, once I've done this one, we'll have the next bathroom to do, and might do a time lapse of that one rather than the vlog. It's probably going to be basically the same thing. Rip up some of the floor, screw it, lay it, stick it, basically. Here we go again. day one complete. Floor's done. Well, I would say that. The supporting of the floor is done. And in the morning, got to pick up another backboard because me and the customer were both under the impression that this floor was 5 meters squared, but it must be a bit more, obviously. So in the morning, we got to do a screw-in marathon and then do some marking out, ready for tiling. I'm probably going to leave this, end this video now. It's been dragging out a bit long. So yeah, and I'm going to post this on Friday, and then the following Friday you should see another video, like just a little time lapse with before and after photos on it. Yeah, so if you want to see the next one and you don't want to miss it, make sure to follow me on YouTube. It's on Instagram as well, Facebook obviously. And if there's anything you want to say on it, just a little bit down at the bottom there, just write a comment and I'll reply. Yeah. Anyway, see you later.